Well, since the pandemic, a lot of things have had to change, including how households spend their vacation. And camping is a recreational activity that a lot of families are choosing to do. In fact, just in the last year, there have been more than 8 million first-time campers. So joining us today is Holly Priest with Peaks and Pedals. It's a local camping shop in town. Holly, thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks for having us.
So tell us a little bit about your store first.
Sure. Peaks and Pedals Gear Exchange is an outdoor consignment shop. So we sell gently used gear for camping, hiking, paddling, any of those type of outdoor recreation sports.
For first-time campers or even just campers who like to go on a regular basis, what can they bring? What should they bring?
Sure. So I'm going to start with our sleeping systems. There's two different ways to camp. You can camp in your car. It's called car camping. So you drive up to the campsite, you unload your car, you camp. Or you camp out of your back. So you pack your backpack, you hike to your campsite, and then you unpack your backpack. So there's two different ways you can do it. There's glamping, but we're not covering that today. I know it's popular. So you need your sleeping system first. This is actually my tent. It's a big Agnes. This is a tent from our store. This is actually a backpacking tent. So an example of what can go on your back and what can go in your car. Different sizes, different seasons. You just need to figure out what you need. Are you going to be cold, hot, etc.? And then come in and let people know what you want, and someone at the store will help you out. And then you're going to need something to sleep on, unless you're really hardcore and sleep on the ground. I know people that do that, but most of us like to have a little cushion. So I've brought my X-Ped in. This is a Cadillac, I would say, of sleeping pads. It's really, really nice if you have bad hips. This is a backpacking one. This is how small it gets. So this is something you can put on your back.
How popular are these? Because I know a lot of people who say, I just can't go camping, I can't sleep on the floor, or I can't sleep on the ground.
Well, there's other systems too, but our X-Peds tend to sell out quite quickly because it's really nice. After this, you should lay on it. It's really nice to sleep on. Okay. So you want to make sure you have something to sleep in, unless you sleep in your car, which I know some people can do as well.
Right, let's move over here. What have we got here? You got to eat.
Yes. So this is called the minutia. This is the smaller stuff. This is actually my camp box. This is a box that I throw in my car when I go camping, and it has everything essential that I would need for camping. And so some of the essentials you need is you need to know how to cook stuff, right? So you can either do a double burner stove, you can cook over a fire if a fire is allowed. You could do it that way, or you could do a smaller system where you actually have a little burner. The Jetboil is something I use pretty frequently, where you can warm water up. That's really a popular option as well, and you can just bring oatmeal or things that require water.
That's really good for a lot of our state parts. We have had a lot of red flag warnings, a lot of winds.
And then I brought out some stuff that I find very helpful. So you need plates, spoons, cups. That's actually a way to wash your dishes. I know people are often worried about that's actually a portable sink. I love that. And then you're going to have backpacks and things. I brought a couple of those as examples. And this is actually the table that I use to go camping too. So you might not have a table at your campsite, and that can be kind of annoying. So I bring tables as well. So this is just like a basic setup. It's really not scary. It can be set up quite easily, and there's not a lot of barriers to it, in my opinion. Just come in and ask somebody. They're going to answer your questions about that.
For a family of 4, how much would all of this equipment really cost you?
That's good. If you're going to Walmart, it's not going to be as much, but that equipment's not going to last you very many seasons. It's not really made to last, right? If you go to Dick's Sporting Goods, that's another step up. You're going to be getting some new equipment that's a little bit better. If you go to REI, it's going to be a little bit more expensive, but it lasts a really long time, which is why I started my store. A lot of this equipment is used once or twice or used for a couple seasons, but if you treat it really well, it will last you your whole life.
Holly Priest with Peaks and Pedals, thank you so much for joining us.
And thank you for having us.